Shalom. I wanted to say a few words about the media, TV and radio, and Jewish identity. I started thinking about this a long time ago when there was a TV show called Thirtysomething about couples in their 30s, and I think this was like 20 years ago. I remember a scene where there was this Jewish fella married to a non-Jewish woman, and they had a baby boy. And the boy, I think the scene was the boy was 13, and the father was feeling guilty that he'd never given him a Jewish education. And instead of a bar mitzvah, what kind of 13th birthday was he going to have? Then he had a flashback to when the baby boy was born, and his wife said, "I know you're supposed to have a circumcision on the 8th day, but it's not my tradition. I don't know why we should do this. Please give me a reason why we should do this." And the father was completely stumped. He had no idea about the covenant and the law and the mitzvot. And then a second show was Sex and the City, and one of the four main female stars there was going to marry a Jewish guy, and I think the scene was that she told him she was willing to convert for him if he gave her a good reason why, and again, he was stumped. He couldn't give her any good reason. Then, of course, I watched the Seinfeld shows where Larry David made the main Jewish character, Jerry, out to be a complete schlemiel, sort of this effeminate, weak, indecisive, irresponsible guy. And then, of course, all the Woody Allen movies, where some of them where he plays a Jewish character and he kind of makes fun of Judaism. And then, to top it all off, you have Larry David playing himself in Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I thought it was funny for a while, and then just stopped watching it because I realized he was doing a caricature of a Jewish guy, which is really him. It was a complete worse than a schlemiel, just this completely mean, arrogant type. And then I was listening to the radio yesterday, Dennis Miller show, and I just started listening to it, and then it turns out he has a Jewish sidekick, and the dialogue went something like this. The guy said, the sidekick said he was picking up his son from Hebrew school at 6:30 and taking him out for Popeye chicken, which isn't kosher, and he didn't say that. And then Dennis says, "Well, I didn't think you people are supposed to eat chicken." And we are, just kosher chicken. And the guy said, "Well," and Dennis said, "Don't you learn anything in Hebrew school? Don't you hang out there?" And the fellow said, "There's nothing to learn in Hebrew school." And then Dennis followed that up with saying, "Don't you guys have some kind of holiday soon where you play dreidel? Is that Yom Kippur?" And the fellow said, "No, Yom Kippur is when you fast and pray all day." And Dennis said to him, "Do you get anything out of that?" And the guy said, "No, nothing." So you have example after example, and I can give you, there's 100 more, of where Jews themselves portray Judaism as without any strength, without any character, without any of the fundamental religious ideas of Judaism, which have shaped Western civilization and are so beautiful and significant and meaningful. And I assume that these are people that are ambivalent Jews or ignorant Jews or not knowledgeable, but they happen to be writing the shows that millions and millions and millions of people who don't know anything about Judaism watch. And it's really sad for me to see this and not to have the opportunity for people to see the beauty and richness and joy of Judaism. I mean, there's no idea in the world that's more valuable for human nature than Yom Kippur. And, okay, so maybe Hebrew school's got its challenges. You're asking kids to come after school, after they're tired, and sit in a room and learn about a tradition. Of course, I sent my kids to day school. I think it was a much better, parochial school, a much better alternative. But to publicly talk, to denigrate it like that, make fun of it, and to have writers write a show where you can't give a reason for a bar mitzvah, a circumcision, why somebody would want their spouse to share the same religion of Judaism with them. Why can't writers write positively about Judaism? Interesting question, and it was bothering me, and I thought I'd just share that concern with you.